Hi, Annette here. I had to come outside and do this video. It is so beautiful. I am absolutely loving this weather. It is sunny and wonderful, and I thought I'm gonna go outside and I'm gonna sit on my porch and I'm gonna sit in my swing and I am gonna do this video. I've had this conversation in my head for about 3 weeks now. I was with my daughter at her volleyball camp. All the parents were invited to come and see what was going on and getting ready for volleyball for the beginning of this year. And I happened to sit down, and there was a friend that I hadn't seen for about 6 months. And I sat down and started talking to her, asking her how she was doing, you know, small talk conversation. And she said, "How are you doing?" I said, "I'm doing really well. I'm so excited because I am in a really intense coaching program right now where I'm expanding myself, I'm expanding my products, I'm writing a book, I'm creating audios, I'm creating product." I said, "I'm so excited about what I'm doing right now. And I am coaching my clients on what I'm learning, and I love it." I said, "How, you know," and then we started talking about how she was doing. I said, "What's going on?" And she had she'd lost this job and then she found another one. And she said, she kind of quieted down a little bit. And I said, "Well, what's going on?" She said, "You know what? I know that I have a book inside of me. I know that there's something that I am supposed to be doing." But she says, "I'm scared." She says, "I am so scared, Annette." I said, "You know what?" I said, "I am scared every single day. Every single day I wake up with this little gnaw in my stomach because I know that I'm going to be going into things that are possibly uncomfortable for me, especially in this intense coaching program I am in. I am having breakdown and breakthrough and then breakdown and breakthrough. And it's one of the best things that I could have ever done for myself." And I said, "I know how you feel." I said, "Everyone is scared." I said, "But you know what?" I said, "Even though I'm scared, I work through it and I go through it every single day. I do it all the time." And I know that I have coached with people who have told me that they're scared, and they've sent out even newsletters about the fear that people aren't going to like us, and the fear that our lives are just normal like everyone else, like we walk the dogs and we go to the store and we go grocery shopping. All of these little fears, but the biggest fear I think that's out there is the fear of rejection. We're so afraid, I myself included have been afraid that people wouldn't like what I was going to say and that they wouldn't accept what I had, or they didn't like the way that I looked. I mean, all of these things that we're afraid of. And you know what? I stopped myself from moving forward so many times because I was afraid and because I'd compared myself to other people. But there was something inside of me that was just compelling me to move forward. And so regardless of the fear, even though I was afraid sometimes, I got to a point where I had to go forward, because going backward wasn't comfortable for me anymore. I mean, it was to some degree, it was this comfort level, and I would stay there for maybe 1 or 2 days, but then it became uncomfortable again and I had to step out of it and move forward. So regardless of the fear, I just kept moving forward, and I keep doing it every day. And I remember one of my mentors, or one of the people that I really pay attention to a lot, is David Nagel. And he said, I was actually on the phone with him one time in a coaching session, and I said, I'm uncomfortable and I don't like this feeling. And he said, "Annette," he said, "get used to feeling uncomfortable and be okay with feeling uncomfortable and being afraid." And I said, "Okay, that's what I'm going to do." So my message to you is yes, we are afraid. Yes, there is fear. Yes, there is fear. And what the fear really is that it's our inner child, our 5, our 6, our 7, our 8-year-old little child that's inside of us, and our ego inside of us, and our subconscious saying, "Don't do this, don't do this. You're going to get hurt. Things are going to happen. I'm afraid of this." And that's exactly what's going on. So just embrace the fact that that's what it is. Acknowledge it. Hold on to it as if it were a little child who were coming to you and being afraid. And then let it go peacefully. Walk through it. Talk yourself through it. Because the truth is that the fear really is about something that hasn't even happened. And is it possible that people aren't going to like you? Absolutely. Is it possible that people aren't going to like your message? Yep, it's really possible, because there are people who don't like my message. And you know what? It's okay, because there are people who do. There are people who are waiting on the sidelines for me. There are people who are waiting on the sidelines for you. So the fear that comes up, don't just pound through it and say, "Oh, deal with it." That's not what I'm telling you. Accept it, acknowledge it, know that it's your part of yourself that's trying to protect you, and that's okay. And then say, you know what, thank you so much for being here to protect me. I have to let you go, so let it go. Just be at peace with it. And then move forward. If you know you have a book inside of you, move towards it. If you know you have a message, move towards it. People are afraid every single day, and they still move forward. And so that's my message. If you're afraid, it's okay to be afraid. Move forward. Move through it. That's my message. Have a great day. I'll talk to you later.